Hello friends, you are welcome to my YouTube channel MacPM. So in this video we will solve this truss. We will find all the forces in all the members and their nature, either they are tensile forces or compressive forces, and we will solve this truss by method of joints. So let's start. If you don't understand this, then please watch our problems on truss from the starting so you can understand it better. So we can see that this is a different type of problem because there is a horizontal force also 20 kilonewton, and this is a hinge joint, this is a roller joint, this is a hinge support, and this is a roller support. So here we will have two reaction, Va and Ha, and at roller support we will have only one reaction, which is Re. Okay, so let's do the force balance. There is no joint where only two unknowns are present, so we can start solving, but here are more than two unknowns at every joint, so we have to find the reactions. So how to find the reactions? Sum of all the horizontal forces is equal to 0. So what are the horizontal forces? Ha is equal to, this will be equal to 20 kilonewton. Okay, so we have found Ha is equal to 20 kilonewton. Now sum of all the vertical forces should be also be 0. So Va plus Re is equal to 30 plus 50 plus 40 plus this 30, so it will become 150 kilonewton. Now we will take sum of all moments up against joint A will be 0. Sum of all moments around A is equal to 0. So we will take the moment. You can see that this force is passing, Ha is passing through A, Va is passing through A, and FB is B at point B load 30 km is passing through this point. So there will be no moment due to these forces. So we will consider force moment due to these forces. So we will write Re counterclockwise force moment will be equal to and counterclockwise forces. Clockwise forces moment will be equal to anti-clockwise moment. So due to this Re we will have anti-clockwise moment. So Re into this distance 4 plus 4 is equal to 8 is equal to clockwise moment due to this 30 kilonewton, 30 into 4 plus this 50 into 4 plus this 40 into 8 plus this 20 into this 4 meter. So we'll get Re into 8 is equal to 120 plus 200 plus 320 plus 80. So it will become 720. So Re will become 720 by 8. So we will have 90 kilonewton. Now we have one equation from here that Va plus Re is equal to 150. So Va will become 150 minus Re, which is 150 minus 90, so it will become 60 kilonewton. So okay, so we have found all the reactions at joint A and joint E. Now we have only two unknowns at joint A. Now we can write the forces in FAE member. Suppose forces A member FAE, we can write FEA or FAE. This is FEF, in this member FED, in this member FD, in this member FCD, in this member FBC, in this member FBF, in this member FAB. So we have denoted all the forces. This is FCF in this member. Okay, now let's do the force balance in at point joint A, because all the joints are in equilibrium. So we will do the force balance at joint A. So let's draw the forces. We will draw the joint A here. This is X Y axis coordinate system. This is X axis, this is Y axis. and joint A will be at origin. So you can see that this 60 kilonewton reaction at VA is 60 kilonewton, so 60 kilonewton will be upward in upward direction. Then HA is 20 kilonewton in this direction. So AF will become, this is AF, FAF will be in this direction, so balance 20 kilonewton, and FAB will be in this direction to balance this 60 kilonewton. So you can see that there is no other force, all the forces are already broken into two axes, in x direction and y direction. So we can simply write that sum of all the horizontal forces equal to 0. So FAF will become equal to 20 kilonewton and FAB will become equal to 60 kilonewton. Okay, now we will denote the directions. So FAF is in this direction at joint A, so at joint F it will be equal in opposite. So this is inward force, so inward force like this is tensile, and outward force like this is compressive. So this is tensile force in F. In FAB you can see that AB in this direction, downward direction, so here will be upward direction, so it is outward like this, so it is compressive. Okay, now we have found the forces in these two members. Now let's consider joint E. So at joint E we will draw x coordinate, x axis and y axis. This is x axis, this is y axis. So RE is, we have already calculated 90 kilonewton, which is in upward direction. So FED will become opposite, in opposite directions to balance this force, vertical force. Downward force we have suppose FED in downward direction, and there is no force in this direction, and there is a force in FEF in this direction. So there is no force to balance this this horizontal force. So FEF will become 0 because sum of all the horizontal forces equals to 0. So FEF is equal to 0 and sum of all the vertical forces is equal to 0. So we will write FED is equal to 90 kilonewton. Okay, so direction this will become 0. There will be no compressive or tensile force in this member, and in this member FED is in this direction at joint E. So in at joint D it will be equal in opposite, so it is compressive force. Okay, now let's analysis and another joint. So let's suppose equilibrium at joint B. So we will draw forces at joint B. So first of all we will draw x axis and y axis at joint B. So this is x axis, this is y axis, this is joint B at origin. So 30 kilonewton is acting downward, 30, and FAB is acting upward at joint B. So FAB is equal to 60 kilonewton we have calculated, and FBC is suppose in this direction. So to balance this there must be a component in this direction, so FBF will be in this direction. Okay, so you can see that this is 4 and this is 4, this length is 4 and this length is 4. So if this angle is theta, so tan theta is equal to 4 by 4 is equal to 1. So theta will become tan inverse 1, which will become 45 degree. Okay, so this angle is 45 degree. So now we will break this force into two components. FBF will be broken into two components, FBF cos 45 and FBF sin 45. Okay, now you can see that 60 summation of all vertical forces is equal to 0. If we will do that, then 60 is equal to 30 plus FBF into sine 45 feet 1 by root 2. So it will become FBF is equal to 60 minus 30 will be 30 into root 2. So FBF we have found 30 root 2, so it will become 42.43 kilo Newton. Now we can see the direction of FBF is in this direction, so we'll draw FBF in this direction at joint B. So at joint of it will be equal and opposite. So inward force is always tensile force, so it is tension. Okay, now we will do the horizontal force balance. So FBC is equal to FBF into cos 45 is 1 by root 2. So FBC is equal to 30 root 2 divided by root 2, so it is 30 kilo Newton. And we will see the nature of force in BC. So it is here in this direction, so it is here in this opposite direction, so it is outward force, so it is compressive force. Okay, so we have found the forces in these members. Now let's consider joint C. So this is joint C, so let's consider this joint. Let's draw the x-axis and y-axis first. Now you know that FBC is in this direction and it is 30 kilonewton. We have just calculated this. FBC is equal to 30 kilonewton. Okay, and if 30 kilonewton force, 50 kilonewton force is already acting downward at joint C, so it is 50 kilonewton. And FCD will balance this force, so it will be in opposite direction. So FCD to balance this 30 kilonewton, and another force FCF. So FCF will be in upward direction to balance this 50 kilonewton. So they are already in two components, in x direction and y direction. So sum of all horizontal forces is equal to 0. So FCD is equal to 30 kilonewton and FCF is equal to 50 kilonewton. Okay, now let's see the nature of force. So FCD is in this direction at joint C, so at here it will be opposite, so it is outward force. Outward force is always compressive, so FCD will be compressive. And in joint CF, force is downward in this direction, so it will be upward. So they are inward forces, so it will be tensile. Sorry, I have done a mistake. FCF is in upward direction here and it will be in downward direction here, so it is outward force, so it will be also compressive. Okay, so till now we have found forces in all the members except this FCE. No, sorry, we have found it at 0, so we have to calculate only in FD. So let's consider another joint D, and if we consider joint D, then we can find FFD. So let's consider joint D. So let's draw the axes first. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, and we have been given 20 kilonewton force in this direction, and FCD we have found. So this 20 kilonewton force in this direction is already given, and FCD is also in this direction at 20. So FCD we have found as 30 kilonewton, so it will be 30, this is 20. Now FED we have already found, so FED is 90 kilonewton. Now there is this force 40 kilonewton downward. 40 kilonewton downward is given in the figure, in the question itself. So to balance these two forces, there must be a component in this direction, so FFD should be in this direction, so that its x component will balance these two forces. So it is FFD. Now you can see that this angle is 45 degree. So this is 45. Now we will divide this force into two components. So FFD cos 45 and FFD sin 45. So sum of all the horizontal forces should be 0. So we can write FFD into sin 45 is 1 by root 2 is equal to 30 plus 20 is equal to 50 kilonewton. So FFD is equal to 50 root 2, which is equal to 70.71 kilonewton. So we don't need to do the summation of all vertical forces equal to 0, because we had only one unknown. We have found that. So our problem is finished here itself. We have found forces in all the members. Now let's see the nature of this force. So you can see that we have considered this force at joint D in this direction. So it will be opposite in the at joint F. So it is inward force. So inward force will be tensile. Okay. So we have found all the forces in all the members and their nature. So you can see again, if you don't understand any point, and if you even after that you have doubt, then you can ask in comment section. And thanks for watching this video.